All right, team. I'm going to try to do this in a video here and show everybody how to do it. So you have MultiMC, right? I've got the Windows version. You'll have the Mac version. You get it running. In general, it should find your Java. You need a 64-bit version of Java installed on your computer. I don't think it matters what version. Any 64-bit version of Java it finds will be fine. I'd recommend even right out of the gate, I change these to about 4,000 megabytes, 6,000 megabytes, something like that. I don't know why this one changed on me. There we go. Right, so 4 gigs to 6 gigs. RLCraft takes a decent amount of memory. I'm going to say no to analytics. That's fine. So here I've got MultiMC. I'm not going to do the update. I'm going to say add instance from zip. Import from a zip file, not vanilla. You don't want normal vanilla Minecraft. You want a zip version of it. You go to browse. Excuse me while I navigate around a little bit, but you're going to go to the actual RLCraft download, the zip of RLCraft mod pack itself, right? This is what you download from CurseForge. Name should look something like this. We're running 2.8.2. And I've got the .zip file there. I haven't extracted it, still .zip. I say open, and I say OK. It's going to think for quite a second here, because it's got to unzip that and extract it and build the entire Minecraft kind of like install directory. Again, this is a different Minecraft install than the vanilla one, right? That's why I didn't say vanilla earlier. I said RLCraft. So I've made it this far. Just to double check, where the heck is settings? Settings. I just want to double check on Java. Memory is pretty big, right? That's we set that earlier, but just double check it's there. The other thing you want to do is if you say show this instance folder, here is the Minecraft folder for it. Here is that actual install of Minecraft, right? And you can tell there's weird stuff in here. This is the RLCraft install. It is not, and this is a different location on my computer, the vanilla Minecraft in your, default Minecraft installation directory. No, it is this proprietary MultiMC custom instance of it. For mods, it's got a bunch of mods in there already, but what I want to do now is add in Optifine. So I'm going to go where I've downloaded a copy of it, and I have it waiting for me here. You want the E3 version, 1.12.2 E3. If you use any other version, it won't work. It's got to be this one. You copy this in here. It copies in nice and neat. No problem, right? I'm trying to think if there's anything else. If you want, you can put resource packs in. I have a couple. Those go in still zipped. You don't have to extract them. So I use, for example, Clarity 1.12. I use, for example, Chroma Hills 1.12. The whole version, everything has to match to 1.12. So anything you want to use, you need 1.12. There's a Block Pixels out there. Dan really likes that one. You can put in whatever ones you like, right? So that's all in that install instance folder. I'm going to go to MultiMC, and I'm going to say launch. And it's going to ask me, do you have a login for Minecraft, the Mojang account? I will say yes, and I will add one. Let me see if this encrypts it. Yeah, it does. So you guys don't need to see my thing. Let me remember my login. My apologies, I don't recall it offhand. But you fetch your Minecraft login. I'm fetching it out of my secret vault here. Right? And it is a little weird that you need to, it feels a little weird to want to put in your Mojang login here, but MultiMC is acting as if it's the Minecraft client, so it needs to authenticate with Mojang to confirm that you're actually allowed to run the software, basically. Like, that's the licensing piece. So now if I say launch, it's already, it's probably buffering in a little bit additional Minecraft files here, but it's authenticated with Mojang for me, because that's in the settings, right? So it did that for me. And so if I just wait, this is going to run. This should launch for me, and it will take it a little while. There's a lot of different bits. It's got to kind of, especially on the first run through, it's got to unpack and uncompress and all this. This always takes a little while. when you launch RLCraft, it needs to load up all those mods and all that extra, like, data. So this always takes a little while. Don't freak out about this. This is just normal behavior. And so you just wait for this. It's going to run and run and run and run. The memory is continuing to expand up to that 6 gigs we gave it. If you don't have 6 gigs on your computer, you could use 4. If you don't have 4, you could try to use 2. You really want to feed it a little bit, but don't feed it the entirety of your computer. So if your computer has 6, give it 5. If your computer has 8, give it 6. If your computer has 16, you can do whatever the heck you want, basically. So then from here, eventually we're going to do a multiplayer. I'll give you guys the connection details, but even just to try to show that the game is working, I'll just create a new world. And this takes a while because it's building a new world. It's creating the spawn location and generating a bunch of chunks and creating that world. But this is RLCraft. This is it. It is launched, and I'm in, right? The only other thing, oh goodness, there are some very vicious monsters over there already. That seems about normal for Minecraft. Hello, piggy. So if I quit this, now that I've run it once, the only other thing that'll change is, and let me find the folder we were in earlier. This one, right? MultiMC instances, RLCraft 2.8.2, Minecraft. Once you run it once, a bunch more folders appear, including shader packs. And if you have the resources for it and you want to run some shaders, you go into the shader packs folder and you can bring in something like SUS Renewed, which is a pretty heavy one. You really need a strong graphics card for that. There are lighter ones. CUDA is pretty lightweight. BSL is pretty lightweight. The one I like, if you want one that's light, is Sildur's. Sildur's like medium or light. Don't take, high or extreme or any of that. This is, one of the more manageable ones, but these are very hefty. And if you're going to run a shader pack and your computer isn't super strong, you're going to want to downgrade to the Chroma Hills 64-bit textures, not the 128-bit textures. By having half as much bits, there's like, a quarter as much. It's exponential, whatever. Calculations that each ray tracing shader calculation needs to do or whatever. Basically, this helps, the difference from 128 to 64 makes it a lot easier if you're using shaders. If you're not using shaders, you can use 128 or 128 without issue. But if you are, you may need to adjust, using different ones that are lighter and heavier weight to your own discretion. All right, I'm going to stop there.